the angle. I play around with the angles until I get happy, and that is what I like to do. You know, just fix up the angle until I'm happy with it, and then I'm good. But that's my plan to always like. So I sleep with my hair in a braid. Well, I keep my hair in a braid all the time. And you know, I always get comments on my channel about how I should style my hair and what style I want to do to my hair. And I'm like, I used to answer those comments. Because I was like, yeah, I should answer it. But I don't know, I'm just like, I kind of thought, you know what if I just leave those comments there and I don't answer them? Because obviously I feel like people, they come to my channel and they're like, lovely, but I want to see ... style. They're just not engaging with my content. Like, obviously I've always been a braider and I've always loved braids, and I truly believe like braids are just so versatile, and maybe it takes a little bit more time and work to put your hair in a braid, I guess, than to just like throw it up in a claw clip or to do a bun with sticks. But I never liked, even though those are all pretty things, like buns with sticks, I never really liked them because I'm a very, very active person. And I feel like if you're going up and down, sideways, you're doing a lot of activity, like just moving around a lot. Like for me, I know those styles would slip. They'd be slippy whippy. So I'd have to use like 30 hairpins to like secure them in place. Like I literally, when I used to wear my hair up, I had to use hairpins. And now people are like, oh, you don't. Like a hair stick will make it stick, but it never felt secure. And then in addition to that, it just gave me a headache. So I don't have any incentive to wear my hair up or in a bun, because I do hairstyling. Like this is Julia's hair journey. It's not like, I don't know. So I just decided to stop addressing like any comments telling me or requesting or asking how I style my hair, because there's a lot of channels out there where people, they ask for your feedback. They want to request hair, but also too, I'm talking about my journey on how I make my hair grow intuitively. And a lot of that is embracing lovely Middle Eastern and Ayurvedic hair care. Like I just love, like I love being part Syrian, I love it to the core, and I love henna, and I love things that are of the Middle East. So, and I have wavy hair texture, and I love henna and oil, and those are things that I know just through my own little research and reading can be very beneficial to your hair. And I'm just kind of doing things my own way, and I could definitely do more videos over on my other channel, and that was my intention, but I don't always get around to like doing an art project or like a craft, and hair is just like a fun self-care kind of thing. And I believe in self-care, and it's a big part of like, but I do self-care in my own kind of way. Like I just create a style and aesthetic that works for me. I wear a lot of dresses and skirts. Sometimes I wear leggings. So I know I kind of like explain my style a bit, but I just kind of know what I like, and I know what works for me. And nobody ever really suggests or like except the only person that's ever suggested things that I feel I like and work for me is my sister, because she knows me really well. But I've never really had like anybody who doesn't know me that just comes to my video that suggests to me that I think would be better for me, because I don't. Like I just think when you intuitively know what you like and who you are, and I don't have anything against trends. Like sometimes there are things that are trends that I happen to like, but I don't really set out to like follow a trend. And actually, I kind of wanted to touch upon something else. I feel like maybe trends aren't quite as big now, even with TikTok, as they were in the past. Because and people might be like, "What? How can you say that? Like trends are so much bigger now, and people follow different trends." But I think one thing we're seeing now in this modern time actually is that a lot of people are just finding their own style, and that's actually what I'm seeing a lot more of. Like maybe if you follow a lot of influencers accounts where they're changing things up and they're like selling a product, and yeah, maybe you're seeing them change up their style a lot. But a lot of the accounts I follow, they do have hair trends, and I do like to follow people sometimes that have like different style advice, fashion of the day. So I've decided like I'm kind of going to go heavy in on my hair content. I probably won't always do a live stream because these are kind of like more when I'm in the mood for them and I have the time for them. But I will still do live streams because I love doing hair lives and just talking and just thinking, and yeah. And I do a lot of shorts because I find shorts are just kind of fun and it's a form of self-expression for me. And I guess I prefer, like, out of all the platforms, I like YouTube the best. I kind of like TikTok shorts a little bit more than Instagram Reels a little bit, just because I feel like it just kind of promotes it to a bigger audience. Like, you don't always have more followers on Instagram, but sometimes I feel like you get more views on Instagram. I don't know. Or you just interact with people that are just more, I don't know, like open to different things. That's one thing I kind of like about TikTok over Instagram. So yeah, I'm going to keep posting a lot of shorts because they're just fun, they're creative, it's easy content, and I like sharing hair journey in my own way, on my own terms. And I think that's what everybody should do. Like, when you want to be on social media, like, just do it on your own terms. It doesn't have to be like, some people are like, but what is the other influencer doing? Or like, what is this big account getting traction doing? Well, you're never going to do anything exactly like them. Just like in life, like, my thoughts on hair obviously are completely different than most people's thoughts. And I've been thinking about this for a while. Like, what if I never want floor-length hair? And I kind of thought, I don't think I ever do. Because when I had my hair the longest, it was like upper calf length. That was still so much work. But like, where was I the happiest? Like, in my hair, like feeling like, I don't know, it was, as weird as this might sound, and maybe I'm just like idealizing this or romanticizing this, I think like right before the panorama, I was just really loving my hair length because I was trimming my hair a lot. And that's one thing, I haven't trimmed my hair in a year and a half almost, because I haven't done, well, I did the big cut. It's almost 2 years ago, okay, since I did that big cut, the second big cut. And then I did the trim, like I trimmed off 1 inch in November of 2022, and I thought, oh, I'll trim, but I haven't trimmed in a while, so I am going to trim my hair, but I'm not going to cut my hair like for, I don't know. I feel like I need to stop addressing comments that I just don't really resonate with. But another thing I'm going to do is I'm just not, like when that guy or any guy in general like suggests I do a certain hairstyle, I'm probably just not going to comment back. Because, hey, you don't watch my content and you really don't know what I'm about. Like, you just want somebody to post something that you like. And I'm like, I don't know. There are a lot of really cool men out there, but there is something about men who think, okay, just think about, like, I don't date a lot, but the last time I went on a date, and this is kind of when I stopped dating, was, I'm not really into dating all that much. But, you know, about a year ago, I thought it'd be fun to go on a date. I thought I should be open to it. But this guy said that he was going to order for me, and I was like, ugh. I was kind of turned off. I was thinking, oh my god, after he said that, I don't want to be rude, but I just don't think I would ever hang out with you again because I know what I like to eat. And I like to get a stir fry with small pieces, and then he was criticizing how I chewed the food. It was weird, and I was just like, yeah, I really am not interested. I'm really not interested, like, at all, like, after you do that. And it kind of got worse and worse. But there's just, like, some guys like that who, they think they know what a woman wants and they know it better. And I'm like, boop, boop, boom, be gone, boop, boop, and we boop you out. And that's why we just never talk to those kind of guys again. And I'm like, we go radio silent. It's because you guys think like you're one of those machismo guys, but you pretend to kind of be not. It's like you kind of settle machismo, and I'm like, no. Like, there's nothing wrong with a man being strong and confident and being masculine. I love all that. But yeah, a woman knows how to order for herself on a menu. It's weird. Something really weird about that. And these guys that come, they're like, well, you should do this hairstyle. It's because they don't really know how to appreciate a woman as she wants to be. And I hope as if, and if you're in your 40s and 50s and you're like, it's not attractive. So to you younger guys, you don't want to grow up to be those men. And that's just what it kind of reminds me of. Like, so I'm not going to ever be rude to anyone, but I'm just like, man, I do the hairstyles I like. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But speaking of length, I've been thinking about this too, because a lot of people are like, well, what length do you want to be? I don't think I ever want floor length hair, because as long as it's very beautiful indeed, but I have to think about the way I like long hair and the way other people like long hair. Like, I'm going to wear braids for the rest of my life. I'm going to be the 75-year-old crunchy girl woman wearing braids, because I love to see women in their 60s, 70s, 80s. Like, there's older women, maybe it's a cultural thing, I don't know. Like, in some cultures, women still wear braids, but they wore them up, I guess. But I feel like in this modern age, you redefine yourself. And I'll still wear my hair in double braids. I don't think there's an expiration date on that style. Like, I love braids. And the only reason I started wearing my hair up more was just because when I was getting longer, people were like, it's easier to manage. And maybe it promoted some hair growth. I don't know. I do feel like when I was wearing my hair up a lot, it is very manageable. But for me, it's like I have to get up 2 hours earlier to braid my hair and put a ton of pins, because I'm not a hair stick girly. And I need to secure it down, and I just need to do all those things. So I didn't really enjoy having to always get up earlier to create, like, even though those were really beautiful styles. Like, somebody said recently that they didn't see me doing those ornate styles, and I had to explain to them, well, I had, like, the reason I was able to do styles like that at that time was because I had really long hair. And even though I do think all those buns with hair sticks are really beautiful, they're not me. Like, I'm not into like loose, twisty type buns. Like, I want my hair in a braid so I feel like it's secure. And I just feel like, yeah, there's just something more secure about it, because I don't want to have to manipulate touch, because I'm very active, like walking a lot, very active in everything I do. So to me, I just don't really like those styles, and I don't really subscribe to the notion that there's an expiration date on certain hairstyles for women. But I'm kind of, I don't know. I guess I have to admit, am I a little crunchy? Yeah, I don't know. My mom's a little crunchy. She was the lady that somebody said looked like a hippie when they went into the office to pay their bill. So I'm probably a little crunchy. Like, I admit it. Maybe I have. I'm not like exactly crunchy. Like, I'm a little bit of everything, but maybe I have a little bit of that crunchy mentality that I'm not putting an expiration date on a certain hairstyle. And I also hate it too that women feel like that, because I don't know. Like, I just feel like I never hear men say, I can't do a certain hairstyle because I'm that age. Men just do what they want. Like, so a lot of women do too. So I don't put like a time period, expiration date. Like, if I like something now, and you know who was really good at this? Victorian women. They didn't expiration date themselves. Like, you saw older women that still had their hair in sausage curls, and they were clearly in their 60s. And women were doing the same hairstyle all their life. If they liked it, they did it. And maybe that looks dated to some people, and some people think, oh, that looks childish for an older woman to style her hair. But I think about my great-grandmother, Julia Shelton, who had long hair, wore it in 2 braids. She did wear it up, but it wasn't 2 braids. So I'm like, I don't know. She's kind of my, when everybody thinks about my long hair, like, they're the ones, like, that's how I know I have my genetics to grow my hair long. And that's also how, I don't know, intuitively, I was just wearing my hair like that. And my second cousin said, you remind me of my grandma, who's my great-grandmother, by the way. Like, I reminded her of them just because of the braids. So, I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts on hair, I guess. And maybe I realize that none of, like, everybody's very individualistic, but I just feel like maybe the way I approach hair is different than other people and my goals. So I don't really think floor-length hair is for me. Like, floor-length hair has an appeal because some people, it looks very beautiful to model, but for me, like, I know, like, it already takes me time to brush up my hair. I just don't think, like, floor-length hair is in the stars, because I feel like I even saw a really very long hair lady who cut her hair back to mid-calf. I just think floor hair not touching the floor but around knee length is like maybe the most amazing length for me, because I want that length, but I don't necessarily want it to be so long that I would feel like I must wear it up, you know, because if your hair is knee length, you can still kind of get away with wearing your hair down in braids. Like, it's not as practical though. You do have to start wearing your hair up a bit more the longer it gets. I'm also of this age, like, if women can have tattoos, if women can dye their hair multiple colors, who is making these rules saying that women must wear their hair up? A lot of this is passé. It's not, like, I just think in the modern times, like, you can do whatever you want with your hair. Like, there's no expiration date. But there's always been people who lived like that. Victorian women. They kind of were more open-minded in a way. I don't know. So these are just all my thoughts on hair length. I think knee length might be the most amazing length for somebody like me, because I feel like you have to want to wear your hair up pretty much every day if you have floor length hair. And I don't think I'd be happy. I think I would have a headache, because I just remember when I used to wear my hair up, it gave me a headache because I do have to use hairpins, and these things are not going to magically change about my hair. And I love wearing my hair in one braid or two braids. Like, there's just something magical about braids. Like, braids are the best. So I know I'm just going on, and this is going to be a long, drawn out video talking about my love of braids, you know. But hey, you signed up for it. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, and I feel like in this new era, you can wear your hair however you want. Like if people have all sorts of colors of hair, and they have tattoos, and they wear really, like, honestly, I don't want to wear, like, midriff outfits with micro shorts in public. That's not my style. But if people can wear those things, I don't know who's making the rules saying that women can only braid their hair in two braids after a certain age. I just, who makes all these rules? But you know, there's always been people who just did what they wanted. But I guess there is something to be said about, like, buns are beautiful, and I like seeing them on other people. I just don't really, I do like a few videos where I had my hair in a bun. It looked very, very beautiful, but I don't feel like any motivation to, like, want to style my hair that way, because it's a lot of work, I guess, is what I'm thinking. But I do like spending time on my hair. I do. I want some peanut oil in my hair from Costco. Okay, that's so random, right? But I opened, like, this jar of, like, peanut butter, and it has some oil on the top. I just put a little bit in the ends, and I'm like, it smells like peanuts, and I'm like, I like that. But, you know, I like foodie hair, and I like food, so hey. Put some more oil in my hair. I really want to start experimenting with putting olive oil in my hair again, because I do love the Manoy Yves Rocher coconut oil, but I think I'm thinking of that I fell more in love with the newer formulation, because it has some sesame oil, which keeps it more liquefied. And I think when it's 100% coconut in the winter, it's just not as convenient, because you have to microwave it or set it in a bowl of hot water, but it's still good. So yes, I always add a little bit of oil back into my hair, but I don't really, like, oil my scalp. I love hair care. Hair care is self-care, and yeah, I feel, I don't know. But I think too, like, everybody can have whatever opinion they want to have on hair care. I just think my opinions and what I want to do with my hair are the best ones, because at the end of the day, I'm growing my hair long for me, right? And just to share my message and thoughts on it too. But I love brushing my hair. Like, that's just fun for me. Like, there's something very therapeutic. Although, this one brush's bristles kind of got, bumped up. I just feel like a little bumped up on that one. Oil my hands already. A little bit of water. Just kind of smooth down the root a bit. And then I feel like I want just like a tiny bit of oil in my ends, just for brushing through. Brush through some water. No. Always have to start at the bottom very gently. So at the end of the day, what you want to do in your vision and your dream, they're just the most important things. And this might not even like be some big vision and dream, but what you dream of doing is the ultimate goal of your life. I really believe that with my heart and soul, that your dream, your vision, what you like, trumps all. Like, when it comes to something you want to do, I'm just like, yeah, it's so amazing. About the end brushes, I feel like it never really gets stuck in your hair. Like, once, like, I do feel like when you do an initial detangling, you probably should use a comb. But also too, another thing is, I don't like to leave my hair loose too often. I did leave my hair loose around the house for a whole day, and I slept in it one time, and it was okay, but I do feel the happiest when my hair is brushed out. That's just me. Like, I don't like my hair not being brushed out. I definitely prefer to have my hair like in a nice, manageable braid. It just makes me feel the happiest. And my hair is still so fluffy, even though I've put some oil in my hair here and there. But I'm very strategic on how I do it. Like, little bits. Like, I don't know, maybe sometimes I used to put more oil in my hair. It's hard to say. Because it just depends on the day and my mood. I did some leave-in conditioner yesterday morning. I think once I'm out of my leave-in conditioner, though, I'm kind of thinking about experimenting with just using little bits of oil. Although people say leave-in, it's good to always use a leave-in conditioner for my particular hair type for detangling. I don't know. I might still use leave-in conditioners. We'll see. we'll see how I feel at the end of it all. We'll see when we get some good comments. Like, I'm looking for good comments. Are you part of the good comment club, or are you just like not? So I've had one good comment. Luca, A+, good comment. Do you get an A+ or a F? The other comments got an F. I'm grading the comments in the comment section. Do you want to be the bearer of a good comment or not good comment? We're looking to see who has good behavior. Good behavior is everything of my lives. We reward people with good behavior. If you don't have good behavior, spaghettis. You're not getting recognition. Just as in life. So start acting like you would on a public street, okay? Or just, for hair appreciation. I wonder, like, I haven't used my wet brush in a couple weekos. I just am wondering. How would he feel right now? I brought him out. Like, he goes very nice and gently. I always have to stop if I feel like it's tugging. I never brush near my roots. I just don't like it. I feel like it's something I really don't like at all. To brush near my roots. I feel like, yeah, I don't like it. One bit, Schmidt. Oh! Part of that splinter that's been stuck in my finger came out. I have a splinter stuck in my finger. And I think some of it's come out. Wow. I think so. I almost think so. I've had a splinter stuck in my finger for 2 weeks. It's so annoying because I accidentally touched a wooden door. No, it's not sanded down. Did I just push it more in? I hope I didn't push it more in. But I think most of it came out. Did it come out from brushing my hair? So the wooden splinter. Yeah. Bad. Bad. Don't ever touch accidentally hit a door into a door that's not perfectly sanded down and like varnished. Oh god, splinter in my finger. This always happens to me. Like, why is it was not perfectly varnished? I just have these thoughts about this. I know some people like that kind of worn look, but I'm like, what if your hand accidentally touches it and you get a splinter in your finger, your toe? I always think about this, but I think it's just me. I think I'm one of those people that just has the luck. But I think maybe it came out. I'm not sure if it's still in there. Really sure. I feel like part of it's still in there. It's like some of it came out or something. I wonder if it came out with brushing my hair and hair oiling. It's so weird because I saw it in there earlier and I'm like, pooh. I hit this into my finger because I was going boo 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 and I was being silly. Maybe I got the splinter out. That's so cool. But I'm the only person that gets splinters, I think, in their fingers. I think I just have the bad luck of being around wood that's not perfectly sanded and always getting a splinter in my finger. It's my luck, nobody else's. It's just me. Gotta be gentle. See, that's the thing when my hair starts drying and if we brush it too much, I get worried because I don't want my hair to get stuck. I think that's pretty good. Actually, it's very good. It's really, really good. I like it. I'll make sure there's right over my eyes. I like that. I'm gonna kind of make sure. I'm gonna like, did that splinter complete? I think I accidentally got that splinter out when I was going boop boop. That's funny. I'm wondering though, because I feel like did it completely come out? Surely. Look at my pony. Sand let's sand that thing every single day. Alrighty, I'm happy enough, I guess. A lot of people use gel on their hair, but I don't use gel on my hair. I use a little bit of like water. Maybe you could take like if something I feel like kind of bothers you a bit, like just take a tiny bit of oil. This is just my thought, like a little bit of oil, and then you can always like just use oil. I feel like I'd rather use, because I don't use hair gel. I just don't. I mean, I have some hair gel that I use when I did the scrunching, and it's not even like for smoothing down your hair. It's more like for creating a curly. I mean, I used it a couple times, but I feel like it just makes your hair like come out more. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of hair gel, I guess. But I get it if you like it. I don't know. Okay, so when I get ready to braid my hair, I like to get it into 3 sections that I know are going to make me happy, and then I like to start. I have to really concentrate on what I'm doing. Think about it. And then usually I'll kind of look towards the front. The sectioning, I feel like it wasn't quite as thick as it should have been. All the different sections, so I ended up having to stop higher up. Wet down. You kind of have to dry your floor afterwards. That's my braid. So, yes, I rebraided my hair. And I was a chatty Cathy doll part of the time. Yeah, 43 minutes. How fun. But here's the final braid. Thanks for watching.